Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We will start with our recap of last session from Max. Whenever you're
Hello! Alright, so Zolan was just like chilling out with their husband and suddenly realizes, oh, I gotta go to work. And we were gonna discuss what the heck happened with those weird dragons, and Zolan was like, hey, I have a crest, and there was a bunch of other discussions of what happened with that. But then they're like, also, we have more pressing matters. There's something weird happening in this one specific dimension. There's already heroes of the realm there, but they can't handle it, so they're probably not heroes of the realm. Also, they're uncreative with their names.
For sure.
And so Zolan was just like, okay, I guess. And we went over there and introduced ourselves. The town was a little weird, just with like their demeanor towards what were they called? The champions of the realm?
Yeah, they're just the champions.
Mm-hmm.
Full stop.
Yeah. They were really weird demeanor and all that. So we decided to leave behind two of them just because of teleportation logistics and all that. And we were poking the weird death stuff with a stick and life magic to see if we could, hazmat suit our way in there, when someone was like, ha, Uno reverse. And Zolan's kind of pissed now.
Yep, you all are currently flat on your asses about 10 feet away from what they call in this world the bleed. And yeah, you did just get like Uno reverse flick. Bye! See ya.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 gold.
Nope. So as you are all, that was probably my favorite recap of all times, by the way.
I'm trying to get into the mindset of Zolan.
Gotcha. So if I remember correctly, the champions who are still currently with you is Lorelai, Bellin, Slavel, and which other one did we take with us?
Not the. We did not take the
We
barbarian.
took, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because I might have murdered him in his sleep.
Yeah, that was
We definitely took the leader and the cleric.
Did you only take 3? Oh no, not Harbeck.
There was
it is another. Yeah, it's the monk. I just can't find his name. Corin.
Hey, that's
we
my
took a handful of champions.
Yeah, a handful. The hand took a handful of the champions.
Of quote-unquote champions. Montavious is not impressed.
They're pretty strong, okay?
Well,
I did an insight check on them. They're pretty powerful.
I'll say that staff did work. So.
Smoke is definitely feeling some type of way about the leader, because she did not have any sort of reaction to his intenseness.
Yep, because she's just that bad. You did notice that the rest of the champions did have the reaction that you're normally used to, but Lorelai was like, no, he's cool. Everything's fine.
He's just a dude with a sword.
And some fur. It's no big.
I will say, the first time that Zolan met Smoke, exact same reaction. If not less impressed.
I'm even less impressed than she was. It's not a competition, but
If it were, I'd be winning.
okay. So as you all get flung out, you're kind of getting your bearings and trying to sit back, like almost looking like they're misting out of the ground. They kind of look like an amalgamation of a ghost and a creature with claws and stingers. Like they look like a bug and a ghost like mashed together, and they have these like black wispy bits coming off of them as they like fling themselves out of the ground. I need you all to roll initiative.
And if I say no,
Then you die. That was your turn.
no, Cleo.
25.
Nice.
Oh,
I've been introducing Rory to H2O.
Oh no!
We shall rule this land, and we shall call it this land. Oh, you could call it Yogurt!
This land is my land.
18.
Nice.
Oh, we have like 70 temporary HP.
Yep, you sure do, because I am kind.
And technically, undead can't walk in there.
Yes.
These probably not undead.
Well, also celestial, elemental, fae, and fiends.
Okay. No.
That's weird that that also wouldn't stop aberrations.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
The only things that can fight aberrations are wizards.
Or
Well-
a really high-powered fan.
We need a high level caster.
That's you.
That is me.
Hey,
I don't know how to fight these
for
guys.
sure you.
Yeah, you do the magic.
Okay. Montavious had a 25. Smoke had a 26. Zoran, what did you
16.
16?
Yes.
Okay. And Adrenaline,
18.
18. Okay. The
So is it? It's smoke.
So-
Montavious, Adrenaline, Zoran.
Bad guy somewhere in there.
Zolan.
What did I say?
He says
Everybody's
Zoran.
been saying Zoran.
Oh,
what?
sorry.
It's Zoro!
It's fine. Zolan, love it.
Okay, so you're about to be so much less impressed with the champions now because I rolled shit for their initiative.
Oh, I only rolled 15 on the die.
I wrote a 17 on the.
It's not that we're not impressed with them. We're just so proud of ourselves.
Fair. But I didn't
There
roll
we go.
above a 14.
Yeah, I have a plus
With
10 to
mods?
my initiative.
No, I mean like on the die.
Oh, okay.
One of them did roll a nat one.
Did anyone roll below me in initiative?
Yes.
The
But in the
NPCs.
party.
Oh, in the party, no.
Okay, just for the fun of it, Zolan's gonna choose to drop initiative order until everybody in the champions have gone.
Okay.
And then,
So how about this? I will put you where you go. And then it'll kind of be like you're holding your turn, but I'll let you have your full turn instead of like just the action. And then we'll put you back where you should be in initiative after that.
okay, cool. Yeah, just for this round. And then here, the panther.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying it would be funny if the big bad didn't just like got rid of all of you, but was like, I keep the panther. The
He's so
panther
fluffy.
stays.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Should I roll for, or does he go after me?
Yeah, he'll just go after your initiative round. So like you'll go, and then if you use your bonus action to tell it to do something, then it can do something.
Cool.
Otherwise, it usually just defends itself.
Yep.
Yep.
So at the top of initiative, we do have smoke. So there are about 8 of these creatures coming out of the ground. The champions are in front of you, but there's plenty of room for you to. They're pretty spread out. There's plenty of room for you to get around 1 or 2-1 with your intense speed.
I'm gonna do the whole samurai thing where he like goes down into a stance, puts his hand on the hilt, and draws his blade as he begins to run. But he doesn't
Nice.
fully draw the katana until he passes all of our party members. And he's
Okay.
gonna go out to the furthest one. I have 60 movement speed. Can I get to?
Yeah, they're all about 40 to 50 feet away. There's just some champions that you just have.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the furthest one. I want to kind of confuse these guys to sort of do a back turn to come after me.
Gotcha.
Just to give the group a little bit of advantage there. I'm gonna do 2 strikes with my katana.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Okay, that first one most likely will hit. Is numbers are numbers with numbers attached to them.
Correct.
Sometimes.
28 to hit on the first one,
Yeah, for sure.
and significantly less for a dirty 20 for the second hit.
Still hits.
He's gonna do like a ribbon cut, so going up and spinning around and then coming down perpendicular to it.
Nice.
So
Go ahead and roll damage.
ooh, cool. $25 and $21. And
Until excuse me. I had to stretch. Until I get like hand is or almost in arm reach where he's literally grabbing and pulling and hitting at the same time.
Nice.
And that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, so I get how many dice for fucking? How many sneak attack dice? I don't remember.
7?
7?
I don't know where my player's handbook is.
I'm pulling it up. Sneak attack. Maybe.
Is the question how many sneak attack dice?
Yes. How many sneak attacks?
For level 20?
Dice?
Yeah.
Yes.
10.
Oh,
10. Holy father mucker. Hold on. I have fireball. It is only actually fireball damage, so I need 2 more d6. I need 3 more d6. Fuck. I know how to numbers. Dice.
There we
Hey.
go.
like, did you just actually fireball me?
No.
I'm about to
I'm using my fireball dice because there are 8 of them, it's a lot easier.
Gotcha. Well, mine's almost dead, so if you should really be doing one of the other ones.
I can't reach the other ones.
Mine's the furthest one out.
I mean, it's stunned.
Yeah.
He was going to do it because it was stunned. He
So
couldn't get sneak attack on any of the other ones.
yeah.
Gotcha.
10, 20. Math. 30. 4. That's 34. Plus 8 is 42.
Okay.
And only 10 of that is psychic or piercing. My bad. The rest is no. Does sneak attack follow whatever the damage is, or
Yes.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
okay? So then it's like
Different because of dual wielding.
It doesn't say it's dual wielding. It just says you can do it on the soul knife. But I don't know.
He took Did you take the dual wielding feat?
I took the dual wielding feat, so I can hold both and get the proficiency modifier bonus to attacks, not to damage. You can make a melee with a second blade. Provided the damage of this attack is 1d4, is all it says.
Okay. So you go in with the second attack. Again, it doesn't do nearly as much as you were thinking it should. So they're not looking great, but they are still up, surprisingly.
And then I'm going to free action flip him off.
You got it. It hisses at you. All right, next up is going to be the monsters. So the one that's getting completely screwed is still stunned. So it's going to do nothing. One of the other ones is going to see it getting attacked and is going to try to alleviate it, some of the forces, and it's going to come up. There are going to be 2 that make their way to Lorelei as she was pushed back the furthest, and she was in the back of your kind of like posse when you were leading into the bleed. So 2 of them are going to go to Lorelei. One of them is going to get to Zoran. One of them is going to go to Corin. And 2 of them are going to try to get... Actually, I think, the other 2 are going to also try to get to Smoke and Montavious.
Come on with it.
So we'll do the attacks on the actual party first. So we got, we'll do a d4 for that because there's 3. So there's for sure 1 on Smoke and 1 on Montavious, and I'll do a roll for the third one. That one's going to go onto Montavious. And then we got 2 on Lorelei and 1 on Zoran. So we'll do the 2 on Montavious first. Oh, those are gonna miss for sure. I'm pretty damn sure. So first creature goes in, and that's a nat 1 on one of them. So if you'd like to take an attack of opportunity on that one, you may.
Damn right I do. 25 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
Did you roll a good damage?
I did not. It's only a 28 now. And if this would stay on the fucking table, 10 psychic.
To cast Temporal Shunt as a reaction.
Okay.
So the creature needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie.
I had disadvantage because I stuck my tongue out at him.
That's not how that works.
I tried to.
I almost did it. I was like, oh, okay, no.
It's a very menacing tongue.
It's a cat tongue. It's all rough.
That's not
sandpaper.
That is 9 total. Oh wait, no, he's proficient, so it's 12, but still probably not good.
Yeah. So the creature is just gonna poof, just gonna vanish.
What?
Yeah, it just says you target the triggering creature, which must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or vanish, being thrown to another point in time and causing the attack or spell to be wasted. At the start of its next turn, the target reappears where it was or the closest unoccupied space. The target doesn't remember you casting the spell or being affected by it.
Cool. I'm also an idiot and do not know how to read, and the first creature attacking Montavious would have gotten 1 additional attack. So the second one that was going to hit you with, actually was not that bad of stuff, poofs away, annoyingly, but the other one had 1 more attack. That one might also hit with 21. Did that hit Montavious? Hello?
Yeah, my AC is only 18 right
Oh,
I don't have high AC.
gotcha. The silence, I was like, did I lose everyone? Okay. Okay, so first you take 13 points of piercing damage. And then you take 12 points of psychic damage. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on. 13 points of what kind? And you said,
13 points of piercing.
And then the 12 was psychic. Yeah?
Yes, 12 psychic. And then I need you to make a wisdom save.
13 plus 6 is 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then a wisdom save. I'm really good at... I'm actually decent at those. An 18.
Okay, so you succeed. So nothing happens. All right, so you all watch as these creatures rush to their respective locations. Whereas one of them tries to pincer him, claw him, actually does get its stinger into him. The second one whiffs on the pincer, and as they go in for their claw, it looks like it's about to make contact when it just poof! You all turn around and you see Adrenaline like mid-cast as it just poofs out of existence. For how long, you're not sure.
I have a feeling that I just see Adrenaline like moving his finger in the air like he's turning him around in time.
Dope.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the one attack or the one creature on smoke. So that'll be the first attack. It's going to miss with a 12. Ooh. Then a 21.
That's going to be a no, Ghost Rider, because I am holding my katana. And I attacked with it. It's 22.
Sure did. And then a nat 1. Go ahead and take that opportunity attack if you would like.
Of course. Is this the one that's like in between me and Montavious? Or no?
No, this one is just on the back of you. So technically it's flanking between you and the stunned one, so it doesn't get advantage itself. And then Montavious would be on the other side of the stunned one.
Getting doubled.
That's going to be a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that for sure hits.
Okay.
On over.
Does it though?
I mean, yes. Don't you want the creatures to die?
That is going to be 19 points of half of that psychic, half of it's slashing, and like he's going to move his blade up and hit him with the hilt as he slices him.
Mhm.
Just add insult to injury. The hitting it with the hilt doesn't really like hurt him, but it's rude.
Lorelai. So go ahead and get all my dice out. That's gonna miss. That's also gonna miss because she's in glorious playtime. And that'll also miss. So that's the first one, and then the second one. You see, these things apparently are not very good at hitting things. Oh, that one's gonna hit though. All I had to do is make fun of myself. That's all. That was with the claws, and then the last. No, that was with the pincers. The claws will also hit it. Oh, and I nat 20'd on myself, so that's always fun. Rip. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw for that one, and doesn't succeed. So cool. So that second one actually hit on every attack on her. So this is gonna take me a sec to
Oh,
get
shit.
all this damage rolled out. That's 13. I'm just gonna get it all and then add it all up and then subtract it because that's gonna be faster. Oh no! And she's grappled. I don't read. I should learn how to read. That'd be good for me. Although the second attack that hit. Good God. Another 13. And then the big one, the one that I actually hit on Montavious, that one is the one I critted on. So this is a lot of damage coming. So hold on.
Hey.
So that's 18 for the piercing. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3. Nope, that was only 5. Again, I teach math. There's 6. All right. Oh man, this is a lot of psychic damage.
Jeez.
Oh shit. Okay. That's 10,
You
20.
okay?
I'll tell you in a sec. Because the psychic alone was 27.
Holy shit.
So that's 13 plus 13 plus 18 plus 27. 71 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah. That
Goodbye, temporary HP.
she didn't have any.
I know.
Oh.
So she's okay. Because she's a fighter, so she's fine. But she doesn't look great. And as the you see the first one keeps whiffing, she's like really dodging out of the way. You can see that she's quite nimble.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Now we can.
Okay, cool. I don't know what happened.
I heard nimble and then silence.
Awesome. So she is quite nimble. You see that she's able to dodge the attacks of the first one, but she doesn't realize that the second one comes up behind her and is able to grab her with one of its pincers, has her grappled, then is able to claw up her back.
What the fuck are you using?
I have a Blood Fury tattoo.
Yeah.
So, as I kind of stab it, the bats on my arm kind of come to life, and some of them fly up onto my enemy and start sucking the blood out of it.
Amazing.
I would also heal, but I am at full HP right now, so.
Yeah. Okay. Its second attack is going to miss with a 14, and the last one is also probably going to miss with a 16. So.
Yeah, it misses.
And now the 3 attacks. Why am I hitting my own NPCs and not you? I hit Montavious, and that's it. It's stupid.
That's because we have AC bonuses because we ain't touched in the head. I mean, well, we are, but
But it's
I
not.
don't have AC bonuses.
you do. You get a dual wielding +1.
Right. Yeah, but that's not a lot.
If I hit with my monk weapon, I get a +2, and I also have a +2 because I have bracers of chains.
Zolan was pissed, and now they're bored.
So it hit. Corin got hit twice. Once with the pincer is now. The ones that deal the most damage, of course they are, but no crits. So thank God. But of course I roll almost max damage on the first one. 12. And then 14. So that's 26. And he failed his wisdom save, so he is also frightened. So that's great too.
Also, DM, I have a thing being a level 20 monk.
Yeah.
I ignore resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks.
Like to your.
To all my stuff.
Oh, okay. Like, so when you attack a creature, it goes past their resistances?
Yeah. If they would have immunity, it would be as resistance. If they have a resistance, it's not counted as resistance at all. We could do that starting forward. I just saw that.
Okay. Remember, I don't know any of your shit. I know 0 of it. So as it currently stands at the end of the creature's turn, Lorelai and Corin are both grappled, both have been stabbed with the pincer, and are both terrified as fuck of these things.
And Lorelai's the leader?
She sure is.
Don't worry, I will save you, my dear.
All right, so that's the end of their turn. It is now Adrenalin's turn.
I'm going to commence with the saving.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom.
Cool. Do I need to make...
Let's see. Constitution save, please. If I can get like multiple, because I know in the group that was hit pretty hard, there was more than one over there.
Yeah, Lorelai and Corin are relatively close, so there are 3 kind of wrapped around them, but there's also about 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 kind of clustered around Smoke and Montavious.
Okay, it would be a bad look if we came here and let the champions die, though. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Wither and Bloom on on 2 that are over there by the champions, and then so both of them need to make a con save.
Okay, the first one made a 15.
That'll fail.
And a dirty 20. No, sorry, a 19.
Sorry, a what?
A 19. I overdid it.
19. That'll fail. Okay. So let's go ahead and do 3d6. And yeah. 11. So 15 points of necrotic damage to each of them. And the two champions can spend however many healing hit die that they want right now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's an actual number. That's going to be four hit die that they can use to heal up.
Okay. And then do they still get to add their con to it?
It doesn't say you can't, so I'm assuming so because it's just like
That's
like
how
healing
hit die
up.
function.
Yeah,
So was I sure?
yeah. So I'm assuming so.
Okay, so 18. So Lorelai heals 34. Mm-hmm. And Goran heals back up to full.
Ooh. And then,
Anything else for your turn?
I'm just gonna draw both my weapons and I guess rush over to try to mitigate some of the targets for Smoke and Montavious.
Okay. And as you pull out your blades, you hear, "Yeah, fight! Let's go! Fight! Fight!" And then the other one goes, "Seriously? Why? To love fighting. Good. It's good for you."
I'm with him. It's very good for exercise. And then I'm dashing forward.
Alrighty, so you're able to get up into melee.
Yep.
End of her turn, she can try to not be scared anymore. So, but she can still attack. With her weapon, which I need to find the bits for. Sorry.
Okay.
Out this giant hammer. As she does, she just kind of like slams down on this creature. She does have disadvantage while frightened. But she does have crazy additives to it. Plus 4 to hit. Plus your strength.
Mods for the win.
Yeah. And her strength. Plus her proficiency will hit. So, as she slams down with this weapon, it is considered like a giant war hammer. But you do see that it has these like spikes on it, and it looks like it's going to really do more than a normal war hammer would do. Because these weapons are stupid. Because I made them.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I do. I make dumb shit that no one would survive. Okay. 12, 22, 28, 36, plus her strength of 5, plus the weapon of 4. That'd be 45. So she does 45 points of damage to this thing just in one swack, even with disadvantage.
Damn.
Yeah, she's getting the one that was grappled on her to try to get it to break. is not looking great. So she's going to go ahead and take her second attack.
And when the champions pop off, they really pop off.
Are all of the baddies they're still all like up?
Did I cut out again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I asked a question and then no one answered. Do fighters get a third attack at level 18 or is that at level 20?
No, they get it at 18.
Okay. Yes, that last one will hit. So she missed her second attack.
Did we get any of the bad guys down, or are they still all up?
They're all up, but the one that you have stunned is really, really, really close.
Okay.
And then her last attack, 22, 29 plus 9 is 38. Oh, it does enough. It's exactly what it had left. So you see her pull out this giant hammer, slam down on its head once. It kind of like cracks its neck, and she pulls back. Still, you can see her still trembling in fear. And then she takes a second one, and it's able to duck down, kind of like digging its pincers more into her stomach. And with the pain, she's able to like slam the hammer down and almost push the creature more into herself as she slams the hammer down on its back. And as she does, it crumples, and you kind of see the like relief hit her face as this creature is no longer alive, and the fear does break automatically. And kind of
she
like
within... Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm done.
Is she within 30 feet? I used my air action. Never mind.
I was gonna say that's hot. Like Smoke
And she's
actually
like-
says that.
She's breathing heavily and just kind of like gives you a small wink and then turns to the other one that was on her but wasn't able to make any purchase with her. And that'll be her turn. That's pretty much all she can do. Actually, no, she'll do second wind. Why not? Heal up a little bit more. Okay. All right, so that's the end of her turn. It would be Zolan's turn, but you wanted to wait until all the champions were finished.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it'll be Corin's turn. He is terrified currently of the thing that's holding him. But you do see that he has those like glowing wraps on.
Hello all. I just have an announcement. I just want to let you know that when we were playing this campaign, there was a lot of audio issues due to storms that were happening in the area, so a lot of the combat has dropped out. However, the story remained mostly intact, so anytime you see a screen with the weapons that we are using, that is because we were having audio issues at that time and giving you guys something to look at because we were streaming as well. Thank you for sticking with us, and I'm so sorry for the issues, and enjoy the rest of the story.
After he activates his wraps, is going to do 24 points of damage.
What are those wraps? Just curious.
Smoke. No.
Hey,
Bad kid. Get a spray bottle.
two of my best friends are rogues.
In this
They know me
campaign.
well.
So from what you can tell looking at the wraps, they just look like muslin. And and as he slams them together, they emit this like godlike power from within them, the very radiant divine magic. As he goes in for his second punch, that one will barely hit, so we'll do that again. 2, 4, 8, 12.
I'm just kidding. That
That one will only do 27 points. He used his bonus action to activate his wrap, so he cannot do Fury of Blows. But he can get to try to break his fear. And he does with a natural 19. So as he activates its radiant power within his gloves and he punches twice on this creature, he kind of shakes his head, puts his hands on top of his bald head, and just kind of looks at this creature like, how in the fuck was I afraid of you in the first place? Still grappled, but not afraid anymore. And now it is Zalavel's turn. She, very begrudgingly, pulls out a weapon, and you kind of see her breathe heavily as she does, and she goes over to one of the other ones so she can get flanking with Lorelei. She pulls out this very beautiful rapier that's like blue encrusted, and she is going But you see her kind of look a little more relieved as it because she's flanking. That will hit, and she gets 4d8 extra. That's 11, 12, 21 plus her dex of 5. So that's 26 points of radiant damage.
And what kind of weapon is she using again?
A rapier.
Nice.
Okay. Since she is a cleric, she does only get the one attack. But she is going to look over. Montavious, how many hit points did you lose? It wasn't a lot, but...
It was only temporary HP anyway, so...
Okay, cool. She's going to kind of look around, see that everyone is pretty okay except for Lorelei, and she's going to pump her with a not a mass healing word, just a healing word. At 4th level. No. Okay. She gets 15 more hit points. Lorelei got kind of fucked up on that one. So, that's the end of her turn, and now it is Bellen's turn. So Bellen pulls out his staff. And as he pulls it out, he is what is he going to do? He's going to cast... You know what? He's going to look over at Adrenaline and realize that out of everyone that you have brought with you, he's the only one who casts magic. And he is going to, using his staff, cast Foresight on you.
I cast fuckery, and he can't do that.
You don't want him to cast Foresight on Adrenaline?
No, I was joking.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you don't want him to help you?
Is someone jealous?
Probably.
Excuse me. I was yawning.
Were you? I feel like that was uncalled for. Did I spell it wrong? I probably did.
I don't know how you spell IT.
So Adrenaline, currently you have a limited ability to see into the immediate future. For the duration, the target can't be surprised, has advantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target for the duration.
That's so cool.
Yep. And the staff is technically holding concentration on it, so he's good to do other things. But that does take his action. So he's going to actually, you don't normally see a lot of people who are of the druid nature do this, but he is trying to get in the middle of most of the creatures, and trying to draw attention. And that'll be the end of his turn. So, Zolan, at the end of everyone's stuff, you would have gone technically right after Lorelei, but you have seen everyone do their thing, and you may now take the stage.
This entire time, Zolan's just kind of been sitting and watching. Can I make like a perception or insight or something to see, like, are these things actually meant to kill us, or are they a distraction? Are they just here to see what we're capable of?
Insight check. It'll be your bonus action.
Insight.
Good call.
Dirty little 20.
Okay. So with a dirty 20, you kind of look around at these creatures. You look back behind you at the bleed, and you do notice that the bleed is getting more intense behind you. Looking at how quickly Lorelei was able to disband one, how much damage you're able to do as a party yourselves, you don't think that these things have the capacity to kill all of you. So there's a good chance that something else is going on back behind you, and these things are just drawing your attention.
All right. I am going to just kind of stroll up to Lorelei and say, rough start, but we're getting the hang of it, and I think that there's other things going on up here. And they kind of just quickly unsheath and sheath their rapier and cast haste on Lorelei.
Amazing. Let's give the fighter 6 attacks with that massive hammer.
And basically, they're just trying to say, hey, there's shittery afoot. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, and she kind of looks at you and then feels that rush of power that you give her, and she just kind of goes, like, looks like a psycho on like high amounts of caffeine, like eyes wide, kind of getting like that bloodshot look, and you just see her ready to go ham on these fuckers.
That's hot.
And it's kind of like smoke comes out of the sheath, and it's kind of like it just goes up in her nose, kind of like she's just inhaling drugs.
You can come out of a sheath?
And then I just want to make sure that I'm probably going to get next to, what's the druid's name again?
The druid's name is Bellin.
I'm gonna try to get next to Bellin just so that if any of the creatures die, I'm within 30 feet of them.
Okay, cool. Right, back at the top of the round, it is Smoke with Montavious on deck.
Okay, I have a thing on me, right?
Yes, there is one in between you and Adrenaline that you have advantage on. There's the stunned one in front of you, which I think at the start of your turn it is no longer stunned.
No, I think it's at the end of my turn.
End of your turn? Okay.
Hold on. I will look at that.
The stunned one in front of you.
Yeah.
And then there are two behind Montavious.
Okay. I'm going to start with the stun one for my first attack, and then I'm going to do attack on the stun one and attack on the one I have flanking on as well.
Sounds good.
So I can get advantage on both.
You got it.
This is clearly a who's on first situation.
Absolutely.
Probably
next session I'll have my danger cam set up so we can just have a map and we can see what's happening.
So the first strike is 30
to hit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, I can reduce the speed of the target by 10. Does this guy look like he's going to survive an attack?
No.
Okay, then I'm not going to use that on him.
Okay.
I'll use it on the next guy. So that is 5 and 6 is 11 plus 7 is 18 damage, half psychic, half slashing.
Okay, but you don't. It doesn't matter about resistances because you're monkship.
Correct.
Okay, so how much was it total again? Sorry.
Oh shit.
Actually, it doesn't matter. This was on the stunned one.
Yeah.
It's dead. It had 4 hit points left.
Okay. I'd like to slice an appendage off if I could have. Just like
Yeah, with the amount of damage or with the amount of hit points it had left and the amount of damage you did, easily done. Like you just kind of slice off not just its arm, but like a quarter of their torso and arm.
Okay. Works for me.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I had a reaction, sorry.
You can react, that's fine.
Oh, sorry. As the creature dies, I have a very important question for the DM. Does it have a soul?
Technically, I don't know. Hold on, let me check.
I didn't think it is.
Roll perception for soul. Would it be perception, insight?
It's gonna be a Google check. Hold on.
Roll for Google.
Yes, they do.
All right. So as it dies, Zolan just kind of their eyes, which are normally like a reddish pink, just cloud over dark gray, and they just reach their hand out and suck the soul into their hand, and it turns into a trinket.
Ooh, fun.
I'm going to roll a d100 to see what it turns into.
Dope.
Is that an 8 or a 3? That's a 3. 43. It's a tiny silver bell without a clapper.
Fitting. Considering that one got to do shit all nothing the whole time. Right, so that was your reaction. Smoke, it is still your turn. You've only hit once and still have your second attack.
Yes, the second attack I rolled a 29.
Yeah, for sure. Hits.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, dear. On one of my 10s, I have rolled a 10 every single time, and on the other one, it's like less than it's always like 2 or 3, but one always gets the max. 7
yeah, on
plus
that.
2 is 9 plus 10 is 19.
Ooh.
And
On
then
both stinger attacks I did on my own NPCs, I rolled at least 110 on a D10.
okay, and because it hit, I'm going to reduce its speed by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And that is for my slasher feat.
Yes.
And then I'm going to do a thing. That thing is kick him in the face.
Nice.
Twice.
You do that.
Okay.
Or you attempt to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Roll first.
The first one is ridiculous. It's 31 to hit.
Absolutely.
And then the second one is a natural 20. Ah! Okay, sorry. Man, that's really sucks that it's a natural 20 on my kick, not on my
on your sword.
because then it has disadvantage on all attack rolls if I slice it with a natural 20. Anyways, so the first one we're gonna do just let her give her a little bop.
Little pop.
A little pop is 8 for the first kick. And then oh Lord, math is hard, guys. 16 plus 4 is 20 for my natural 20.
Nice.
20 points of damage. So take that,
it's not
little thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not happy about that. It's looking real rough.
I want to like on the second kick, like the first one I spin around and do like a roundhouse kick, and the other one I just do like a drop kick and like knock its head into the ground. Very
nice.
anime style.
Absolutely. So it is, and it's almost a little cathartic after just putting the stunned one out of its misery. Like it was barely hanging on to anything. You just kind of slash through it, turn around, and just slash, kick. And this thing in between you and Adrenaline is looking real upset. Like, it doesn't look good. It kind of has this, like, black ichor dripping out of its body that you assume is its blood. And it's just, it's standing up. It could take a couple more good hits, but it's not looking good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna use like a free action or whatever, just a little flavor. He's gonna try to like look over at Lorelei to see if she noticed all his badassery that he's doing.
Let's see.
He's like trying to impress her, but he's not very good at being sly.
Right. So on her perception check that I let her do, it was a natural 20. So yes, she did.
He smirks and he continues on his little journey here.
And you do see that she looks just like all hopped up on Mountain Dew right now, which you've seen someone on haste, like being cast haste on them before, and that's what she looks like. Like she's just raging with coffee.
She's gonna scissor kick him in the back of the head.
I mean, Smoke's probably been hasted a few times himself.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
He looks
very
like
familiar.
he looks like Hammy when hasted.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Montavious. You are up. Adrenaline, you are after the monsters.
Yep.
Can I get advantage on any of them? Can I?
You Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we'll say yes. You can get. There's 2 on you. You can get advantage on one of them.
Okay, then I'm gonna snack attack. Natural 20.
Amazing.
Hold on.
Oh,
Holy shit!
I felt that.
I forgot. It's sneak attack gets. You roll double
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot of dice.
That was a lot.
That was only the first half. Hold on.
Oh my god, he gets to do it again.
10. 20. Math is hard.
That should
30.
Be all.
38.
Saying hi. It says math is hard. Woo!
So that was 38. Do, 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 do. 48. 58. 68.
Jesus Christ.
71 plus 8 is 79 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Fucking rogues.
Is he okay?
Is this the one that was hurt already, or is this the one that was not hurt at all?
The one.
I don't know. It's the one you said I could get advantage on.
Yeah.
It's the one that was hurt already. So 78,
79.
79. Okay. Hold on. It's
Makes
not
a big
looking good.
difference.
It's still up, but it does not look good.
Is it God mode?
No, it is not God mode.
Okay.
No glowing eyes. I'll let you know if it has glowing eyes. It's my favorite part.
It's not as impressive, but I got another nat 20 on my offhand.
Oh my god. You really want this thing dead, huh?
2,
You know what's crazy is that
3.
he always rolls the most nat 20s, but when he does, he also always rolls the most nat 1s.
Absolutely. So they're coming. It's the
They're
double-edged sword. Probably
We don't
next
know if
session.
we don't know if it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow.
I don't get any. Yeah, I don't get. We just talked about this. So yeah, it's only 3 points of psychic because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh, bummer. So it's not looking good. You did the same thing you did to the stunned one. It was like so much health, and then it's at like no health, but you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I flipped that one off too.
that monk rogue combo is ridiculous.
Sure is.
At least I'm not currently playing a barbarian that does a fuck ton of damage but never gets to finish anything off.
Poor buddy.
I'm doing that as a barbarian or as a rogue now.
And so the rogue doesn't care as much.
It's rough, buddy.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it. I used action, bonus action.
All right. So it is now the monster's turn. There is still the one in 2 on Montavious, 1 on Lorelei, 1 on Zolan, and the one on Smoke is still alive, and the one on only 2 have died. So there's still 7 up. Or no, I can count 6 up.
I was about to
Math
say,
is
you can't
hard.
say that one. We're not sponsored.
And I teach math, so pray for my kids, y'all.
Oh, also, Lorelei has a +2 because of haste.
Yeah, she does. Thank you. So they are no longer flanking her because one of them is dead. So we'll do hers first. We'll do hers and Cord's first because apparently they're going to get fucked up the most. So let's just do that. Of course, I roll a natural 16. Of course I do. God. Stupid.
It's just so that we can have lore woven in, so that Smoke can
I
whisper to her.
cast Uno Reverse.
All right. So she is now re-grappled. God damn it. And the next attack on her. Oh, what's wrong with advantage? Shit. They don't get advantage. Hold on, let me do that. Still grappled. Misses with the second attack and misses with the stinger. That's exciting. So only the one hit on her. For not as much damage as last time, thankfully. That's only 8 points of damage.
Also, if grapple is a dex save, she has advantage.
It doesn't. If it hits, it's grappled.
Hmm.
So it's crap, but it is what it is. Mhm. That's not right. Whatever. And then the attacks on Corin also do not have advantage. That'll miss. That'll miss. And that'll miss. Amazing. All right. So you see the two that are on Lorelai and Corn respectively. The one on Lorelai is able to re-grapple her, and you can see her kind of get crushed a little in the middle. But other than that, she doesn't seem like it hurt her too badly. Corn is able to easily dodge out of the way of all three attacks. So we'll go to the one on Smoke, because it really did not like you fucking it up that hard.
Suck it.
Natural one.
Suck it even harder. I'm going to take that reaction.
You take that reaction.
If I can have it.
You have earned it.
That's a natural 18 for...
Yeah, plus all your shit. Absolutely. Your AC is 22 right now, you said?
Yes. As long as I hit with my weapon, then it's 22. But if my attack doesn't hit, then it's 20. I mean,
got it.
Yeah, 20. $23 points of slicing and dicing of the psychic mind.
And because you're monk shit, it's not resistant, which is bullshit. So it goes in to try to grab you. You're able to move out of the way and stab into it, like kind of from behind. And as you do, it tries to claw into you and get it stinging you at once, and it's just like falling to the ground. It doesn't go prone, but you do damage to it, and it does no damage to you.
He just goes,
Yep. One of the ones on Montavious is actually going to fling around to try to get flanking on Adrenaline. So, Montavious, it will leave your sphere if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
I am saving my reaction in case one dies.
Cool. So it moved around and is going to attack Adrenaline.
Good luck.
With advantage.
Shit.
it's with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, disadvantage because of foresight.
Oh, right. So the straight.
I saw that shit coming, yo.
Sure did. That's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Woohoo.
And that's for sure. Was mean. It was a nat 20, and then it.
Yeah, it knows what's up.
Literally
Foresight
went.
for the win.
I went. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, so it doesn't hit you.
Foresight for the win.
Foresight for the win. And then the fucked up one is going to try to hit Montavious. And
Okay.
Psychic damage, I need.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me
What?
now? You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I got kicked.
You roboted for a second. Okay. So that's the fucked up one, the full health one, the one on each of them, and the one on smoke. So that's the end of turn. Adrenaline, it's your turn.
What's
Oh, did
up?
one of them attack me?
Yes.
Did any hit me?
Um,
Because I missed that if they did.
No, they didn't hit you. The only one that tried was the one that you stabbed, and it did nothing to you.
Oh, okay.
18 to hit you, Solon.
That misses.
And that'll miss, and that'll also miss. I think I have pretty much nat 20 to hit most of you except for Montavious. They have a pretty decent adding, so maybe I'm learning. It's fine. It's really the end of their turn. Adrenaline, it is really your turn.
Okay, cool. Are there? There was one in front of me. I remember that, and another one came and joined. So there's two next to me.
Yeah, there's one in front of you and one behind you.
That's fun. Let's go ahead and
And Savage.
that's never mind. Let's go ahead and just let's go ahead and stab.
Do the stabbing.
All the stabs for you now.
Yep.
Did we win?
Not yet.
That is a 26 for
Yeah.
the first hit.
Yeah.
A not so great. 22 for the second.
Still hits.
And this may not. Sorry, where's my 18.
That just misses.
Oh dang.
Oh, man.
Okay. That was all three swings, right?
Yes.
Cool. Outstanding. Okay. Let's do this one and these two. Okay, for the first one. Holy shit, almost max damage. 15. So do they need to be split up at all for
What?
elemental or effects?
No.
Okay. So then we're looking at 19. 28 for the first.
Okay. So with that first strike, you do cleave into it, and as you dig into its collarbone, you like half decapitate it, and it falls down dead. So if you'd like, I'll let you put the other one that hit on the one behind you.
Okay, sure.
I used my reaction at the end of his stuff.
Okay.
Not as great that time. 4, 5, 6, 11. 20 points on the second one.
Okay. So as you cleave through, and you kind of just use that momentum to just stab right behind you, into the creature that thinks you haven't noticed it's there yet.
Jokes on you, Battlefield.
It has like Black Star stealth.
There it is.
All right. So is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, yes.
Awesome. So it is now Lorelai's turn. Lorelai is hasted. So
And I'm gonna use my reaction to suck the soul of that guy's dead corpse into my sword.
nice. It happens. It only hit twice because I rolled like shit. But she did 56 points of damage in one hit.
Oh, damn.
Because I rolled on 5d12, I rolled 2 11s and a 12, a 7, and a 6.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I did 78 in one turn.
Yep. And then her other hit did, I think, 36. So the one that is on her is super dead.
All the dead.
Yeah, for sure. And then she is going to rush over to get, I guess, to give flanking on the one that is grappling Corin.
Loyal, I didn't come directly to you, Smoke.
He's a little heartbroken, but he can take care of himself.
But also there's like 4 other people around you, and it's just Corin chilling with this thing grappling it.
Yeah, that was my next goal, was to go help the NPCs.
Yep. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 still alive. You've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's half of 8. And it is now Dylan's turn. Last time I checked.
All right.
Damn, I've been doing it wrong for 30 plus years.
Yeah, probably.
Shit.
Are you sure it's 30
you
plus?
I don't know anymore.
All right. You said that. How's the one that's grappling Corin look like?
He's probably going to be able to murder it in his turn. The one that's on you is more beefy. And then the one that's on Montavious is real bad. And then the one that has been, that is on now Adrenaline is looking pretty okay, comparatively.
All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and peel a star off of my cloak.
Amazing. I love when this happens.
And it's 7 missiles.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna send 4 to the one that's grappling Corin, just to get him free, so that he doesn't have to waste anything being grappled. And then you said there was another one that was looking really bad. I'm gonna send 3 to that one.
I'll be honest with you. The one that's real rough is under 10 hit points.
Yeah, but I have a tendency to roll shitty with this. Sure. We'll Wait, you said the one that's under 10 hit points is the one grappling Corin, or the really bad one?
The one that is grappling Corin is like Midland. The really bad one is actually currently grappling Montavious.
All right. I guess I'll send 1 to the really bad one, 4 to the one. There was one grappling Montavious?
Yeah, that's the really bad one.
Okay, I'll do 1, 3, and 3.
Okay. So 1 to the one grappling Montavious, 3 to the one grappling Corin. And where are the other 3 going?
I guess the beefy one on me.
Okay. That works. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right, and it's +1?
Yes.
Hey, I rolled a 3, so 4. So 12, 12, and 4.
Okay. So I can do math. Hold on.
Say it with me.
Math
is hard.
With the lag, it probably did sound like it was the same on your end. Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm just gonna call Calcifer and go, Calcifer, a little help, would you mind? And have Calcifer attack the one on me.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll to attack. I will say
Full of,
it's advantage because it probably would take flanking with you.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna have Calcifer do a pounce. So I don't know how strong these things are, but if it hits, then it needs to succeed a DC 12 saving throw or be knocked prone.
You got it.
+4. That's a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. All right, and then so it's not a lot, but 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Does a
And
13
then
succeed?
What?
13 for the strength save.
That saves.
Sweet. I rolled a 10.
Cool.
Okay. Uh, Can you guys hear me?
Also, yeah.
Yeah, now
Okay.
I can.
Cool.
Also, if you're wondering, after Stan named my panther Barry, I did go and actually give every single possible animal I can take out of my bag of tricks a name. And none of them are Barry.
Of course not.
Fair enough.
No, they're all Barry.
No.
No. The disdain in the voice on that one. All right, it is Corin's turn. He is going to first try to backhand the one that's still grappling it. It still had a little bit of hit points.
Does he have baby powder on?
Absolutely. Just right on the
Nice.
knuckles.
I was just trying to save him from having to waste an action on it. I mean, waste an attack.
He gets 4 attacks if he uses a key point, so he's all right. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 10. That's way too much for something that has only 3 hit points. Eee, that's dead. Then he's going to move over for his other attacks on the one. Oh, never mind. I did that backwards. It's still dead. But he's gonna rush over to the one that is on Zolan and try to help you out there. That'll hit. That'll miss. That'll definitely miss. But he does get 1 off. He does use a key point to do Fury of Blows. Whoa. Okay. 14, 24, 26, 27, plus 9 is 36 points of damage to the one on Zolan.
Holy damn.
Good chunk. Okay. So that's down to that. Okay, so there are still 3 up. The one that was on Corin is now gone. The one on Zolan's looking real rough. There's still the one grappling Montavious and the one in front of Adrenaline and the one on Zolan. So that is Corin's turn. It is now Zlavel's turn. Zlavel's going to try to poke the one that's on Montavious because it's looking real bad and she has faith that she can kill it because it's so low.
You can do it.
If I didn't roll like crap, maybe.
That should definitely give a bardic inspiration.
It does hit, but barely. I rolled a 7.
Huh.
Yeah.
Altogether, we make up at least a 5th level bard.
Yeah, I do think between the four of us we make a bard.
Yeah, you with your cartographer's supplies, me with my edge.
I also have painter supplies.
Okay, so Zlovel was able to kill the one with only 3 hit points that was currently grappling Montavious. So Montavious, you are no longer grappled. She doesn't see that anyone is like about to go down in terms of like looking rough, so she's gonna hold off on her bonus action for now. And it is now Bellen's turn. Bellen is going to go up to the one in front of Zolan.
Karate chop it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The druid is gonna karate chop it, 100%. He's actually just gonna smack it with his staff.
Yay!
Yeah, he's just gonna bonk it. He's gonna get advantage
The
from
rolled up newspaper.
Does he have Shillelagh?
No,
unfortunately.
Dually.
But that's wait, no, hold on. Oh yes, at will his staff can cast Shillelagh on itself. So boom, Shillelagh done.
Yeah.
That will hit with a natural 17.
Bonk.
With his legendary staff, he is going to bonk this thing, and I don't even have to roll.
Poor sandwich guy.
Yeah.
Just
The one
Did I get my reaction?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, because your turn is over.
Cool. I'm gonna roll another D-hundy. That is a 3.
Nice.
Nice.
It is a gold coin minted in an unknown land.
Oh. Probably the one that you're in. It's unknown to you. Or no, there's the one behind him, but you can easily get there. Did I keep cutting out?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yes.
Whose
Yes,
turn
you
is
do.
that?
I don't know what's happening. Like, I'm not changing anything. It just, all of a sudden, you can't hear me, and then you can. So I don't know what's happening.
You're playing people.
Technology.
But you can get flanking with the only one that's still up. That's why I was like surprised that Bree hasn't jumped in and being like, "Yes, let's kill the thing."
Yeah. Okay, so there's one currently on me. Like, if I move, will someone get an opportunity attack on me?
No, the only one still up is the one in front of Adrenaline, so you're gonna have to get to the other side of it to get flanking. But with your movement, totally doable.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like run super smooth, furry fur in the wind, and I'm gonna use
Fingers crossed I trip him as he goes by.
I'm gonna use quite a bit of key points here, so let's keep it up. I'm going to use focused aim. Oh no, that's only if I miss. Let's just get an advantage over there.
Okay.
Start there. Double 13s for 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I will use Daft Strike, which means I get an extra D10 damage. So I will be rolling 3d10.
Nice.
And $15 plus 7 is points of damage.
22.
22, right? All right. 22 points of damage for the first strike.
Okay, still up.
Alrighty, I'm going to do my second attack. 11 plus 13 is 24 to hit.
Definitely.
Okay. And I am going to do this thing, which will cost me 3 key points. If I'm looking at it.
Everyone's kind of ganging up on it.
Can I do the reaching?
Yes, you can reach it for sure.
Do I get advantage?
You can't get advantage, but if you hit, it will have sneak attack because you have allies within 5 feet.
That is a thing. That does happen.
It's almost like I've been in a party with rogues before.
I quit. I'm going home.
Oh, sadness. What'd you get?
That one.
Oh no!
Oh, we knew it was coming.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, so it's going to take its reaction to try to hit you. With its stinger. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
It's a dirty little 20.
It's a dirty, dirty little 20. So 7 points of pierce.
I fucking quit. I'm going home.
Because you got 7 points of piercing?
No. I rolled another nat 1.
Are you serious?
1000%.
So you've taken a total of 27 points of damage, and are frightened. It does hit with a 23. Took a lot of willpower to keep the 12-year-old in my head from saying things.
4. Psychic.
Okay.
Yeah, my 12-year-old little person is like the worst.
I know. I had so many things. I was like, oh yeah. Say it.
If I wasn't recovering from 7 weeks of not cursing, then I might have said something.
There you go. The end.
The end. And now it's the only one standing turn. It is surrounded. So I am going to.
It's the
'Cause it's right now-
final bad guy.
Correct. So right now it's just Smoke, Adrenaline, and Montavious around it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
All
having
right.
a nice little party over there.
Yep. Okay.
Final brain cell.
You're so lucky to have one left.
About to say, share the love here.
Yep. Charisma saving throw on that one, Adrenaline.
Oh shit.
You have advantage.
You do have advantage because of foresight.
Okay. Charisma. Oh, this is great. This is great.
I'm so nervous right now.
This is great. Oh, I rolled 2 nat 20s.
For real?
Yeah, I just rolled 2 nat 20s on Adrenaline's die, which means I'm probably gonna die like 20 minutes from now. But damn it, I rolled 2 nat 20s.
But it's a good thing. It's a really good thing, and I'll read it. What would have happened to you after? Because that's its action, and it can't make any attacks. You aren't possessed by it.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's great, because Adrenaline is like the most powerful of us all.
I know. That's what
I wouldn't say that.
No,
you
no.
can be with all of the spells that you are able to cast. You can be.
Yeah.
You can decimate the party very quickly if you wanted to. You just don't want to.
He has nuclear options.
That's
I will say he could probably. I mean, Zolan could probably get away, but I don't know if Zolan could fight him.
yeah. Zolan could bamf out, but not without a few boo-boos. So that's its turn as it attempts to possess Adrenaline. Adrenaline is able to just be so hot that he can't be possessed.
Nope, I've seen what kind of happen. I've seen what happens when that shit goes off. Not today.
Seen it one too many times.
Yep.
Drellin's wife has had many released things around her. She is the fucking plague, I swear to God. I love her. She's mine, but God, she just makes everything worse. All right, so that's its turn. It is now Adrenaline's turn. So it just tried to possess you. You may try to kill it now.
I would like to, yes, thank you.
You have an advantage
Okay.
for lots of reasons.
I will stabby stab. 27.
That hits.
Or
It's a stabby wizard.
Stabbiest of wizards.
Who stabs the bad guys.
15. 15.
He's probably one of the only wizards that does stab the bad guys.
24 for the first hit. Damage.
Nice. Still up, but not by much.
Second. Cool. Natural 19 and a natural 1. Thank you for advantage.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's call that. Ooh, not great for damage though. Let's call that an 18.
And how do you want to do this?
Ooh. I want to put both blades in, like one in an eye socket and one in like the solar plexus. Basically, the telltale points of possession.
Nice.
And then basically just expand the blades outwards. So just straight up slicing apart.
So as you sink your blades in to these parts, you just see this like black ichor coming out of its mouth, out of the wounds that you've just created, and it kind of like it makes this horrible guttural, like it's choking on its own blood. As you rip it apart, it just sends all of the pieces flying into different directions. As you do this, you kind of take one big heavy breath. And as you look around at the party, you just...
Oh, that was a terrible time for you to cut out. Just what?
Oh, damn. Am I back?
Yeah.
You look
Okay.
around the party.
You look around at your party, and they all look pretty fine. Lorelai, for the most part, has been healed up, and no one else was really hit because I suck at rolling dice. And so, as you look around, you just see Lorelai like jackhammering away with her haste, and as it starts to die down after the fight is over, she kind of like gets a little woo
Gets a little woo.
for a second, puts
It's a
her
little woo.
warhammer in the ground as like a woo. Did it cut out on the word woo?
And then went to Uzi after like a 2-second pause.
Is Montavious moving to take the soul?
Yeah, he already stuck his hand up in the air with his sword, said dibs. I was waiting for her to finish.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
But she catches herself on her warhammer. And as you kind of look around at your surroundings, you do see the bleed behind you has expanded a little bit more out behind you. So you were originally only like 10 feet away from it. Now it's probably from whoever was in the back. It's probably only like a foot away from your ankle.
Shit. Can I make a quick check on it to see if that's its natural like expansion progression, or has Dude Man accelerated his plans and now the bleed is expanding faster?
Yes, I'll say you can make either religion or arcana.
I want to perceive if my hallow is still there.
Okie dokie, make a perception check.
For
I win.
Is it another nat 20?
Yep.
14.
Full total, if you are curious, is I think 28, 38. I mean, yeah. No, 35. I'm sorry. I was gonna stealth. 35.
Cool.
27 Arcana.
Cool. So for the perception check, yes, the hallowed is still there. The bleed has just kind of absorbed around it. So it's making this like perfect circle of just nope. For the arcana check, you kind of look at it and see if this is normally like kind of based on the area in the hollowed, because you can see where it was, and you can kind of see the death progression in it, if that makes sense. Like you can see the ground where the ichor had been, and you can see like this stuff looks more dead than this stuff, and gauging on the difference between them, you can see that this is probably a little bit accelerated, but not by much. Like an inch a second.
Like an inch a second.
There we go.
Once you enter the doorway, it turns into kind of like a cave. And the cave goes down for about 15 feet before opening up into a wide foresty area, except there's still like an after image of a cave before. It's kind of like the Hogwarts roof where there's a sky, but it's still a cave roof.
Gotcha.
And you see a moon rising on the horizon to the left. And anyone who's been in Zolan's mansion knows that this is kind of a timer for anyone. Once it sets on the right, that means it's time to go.
Cool.
Nice.
And there's a ring of trees, and there is several tents set up in a ring around a large campfire where there is stuff that is ready to be cooked, and there is wolves and bats that are kind of just hanging around waiting to serve food or just whatever orders might be given to them.
With crazy straws.
Glasses, crazy straws.
I would like a derpy wolf to be my attendant, please.
I request the services of Moon Moon.
You beat me to it by literally a second.
Short class is unavailable at this time.
Yes.
I want Moon Moon.
Dang, now all I can think about is Short Bus having an answering machine.
So as you all, if Josh ever made the Wolfpack into a book, he was like, "Well, I have to change Short Bus's name. That's not really like book appropriate." And so I was like, "Ooh, how about Cerberus with a B?" And he put Cerberus with a V. And I was like, "Why would you put a V?" He was like, "Why would there be a B?" I'm like, "For Short Bus, Cerberus." And he was like, "Oh shit."
That's perfect.
But as you all walk in, the champions do kind of look around like, this is new. Like they're not used to interdimensional things like this. None of their party is capable of doing like the mansion or tiny hut even. So they're just kind of like, whoa. And they're kind of taken aback and just kind of like wait to see what the rest of you do because they're like very out of their depths in this situation.
Yeah. Also, the forest is reminiscent of the Shadowfell, but it's a lot more lighthearted. Like, it's spoopy, not spooky.
Right. I got you.
Is it still grayscale?
I say everything but the sky is pretty grayscale.
Okay.
And the food.
Good, it's not dark elf food.
Would offend the sun elf.
Yeah. And
Unless Dimitri made it.
all of the food is like freshly hunted. Like if you can find it in nature, it's there. And then also there's a few things that Zolan has grown accustomed to after hanging out with the Paragon. Well, it's still all camp food. So like there's s'mores and stuff like that, and there's sausages.
And Cheese Whiz.
Ew.
There's a wheel of cheese.
Good
Specifically for you.
Yeah, Montavious is just going to continue to stealth and climb a tree and sleep.
And I'm just going to wave to the champions and say, you may choose any tent that you wish. Think of this as like just an inn. We're just going to camp for the night, talk about any plans. Does anyone have any specific questions that we might want to ask those monsters? Also, do we think that they can speak a language we understand?
I'm sorry. We want to speak to the things we just killed. They're all dead. How are we going to speak with them?
I raise my sword up. Remember, no one saw me come up here. Hey, I can do a thing. And I throw it down.
Oh my. When did
And I just present the coin and bell, and I just say, we have ways of communicating.
Also, and he points to like the cleric. Can't you speak to the dead?
I can. I haven't in front of her. So she.
Gotcha.
Doesn't that also require the body, though?
Yes, it does require a body, or at least the face.
Head.
Have to have
Mine's better. Mine's a soul.
It's not a competition.
Did it have a face?
It did have somewhat of a face, yes.
And also, Montavious, to be completely fair, you and I can only ask one question. She can ask 5.
Mine just says that I have to use one of the charge out of game. Mine just says I have to use a charge to ask a question, so I can ask 6.
I did not understand.
So yes, depending on how many charges you wish to use, it's one question per charge. So if you don't want to use them all.
Mine can answer 6.
Again, it's not a competition.
He has a tiny dick. Forgive him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Zolan does not canonically know that, but
A
Even
drone's gonna
Smoke
go
chuckles
sit
at that.
under-
Jeez.
Sorry, I didn't hear what Adrenaline said.
Oh, he's walking away from the situation and going under a tree.
I'm leaving.
Okay, so I had a
I heard you guys
24 for
sleeping in
my
the street.
stealth
there's
Uh-huh.
tents.
and a natural 20 for a short bow attack.
Oh shit!
With sneak attack.
Can I missile snare that?
I don't
Or
know
does
if you
it
can.
only work for myself?
I think it only works for yourself. I don't think you can catch something aimed at another person.
Can I
I'll
silver?
take it.
What?
Yes, you can,
I'm
but it was a
gonna,
nat 20.
I'm gonna silvery barbs it.
Okay. Does that basically just take away the crit of it?
No, makes him roll with disadvantage.
Oh. So roll again. And I hate to be that person, but since he gave you disadvantage, you cannot get sneak attack.
God damn it! Still hits. For 9 damage.
Wait, what's the total?
9.
No, the
To hit.
To hit.
Oh, the to hit is a 34.
oh no,
Not a
that's it.
34. My bad. Not a 34. A 24. I did the wrong math. I was looking at the number 20 and added the fucking actual number it rolled.
Zolan doesn't have super high AC, but it just goes into the temp HP.
Yeah, he still has 10 HP.
And Zolan just looks at you with the same look that they gave Smoke earlier.
Stop spreading rumors about stuff you don't know.
Just messing with you. Anyway, back to my previous question. Do we have any questions you would like to ask tonight?
I really don't think we have any questions to ask at this moment except who they work for, what the goal is. We just know that they want to take
Well, they
over.
were
We're not
trying
really
to-
sure of anything else.
Well, what they want might be a pretty open-ended question. They wanted to distract us when we killed them.
Right.
Were they meant to distract us for longer?
Possibly. Could being in this bubble cave be actually working in their favor?
Time still passes normally.
Yes, time passes and we're just going to get a rest in here. I mean, it's pretty much the same as if we were going to rest in the Hallow, and we're safe in the Hallow. As long as no one dispels it.
Right. What I'm saying is it's smart to take a rest right now. That's what I'm asking.
We are completely safe in here.
That's still
Time.
not what I'm asking.
Time may be working against us for that.
Yes. What I'm saying is whatever they were distracting us from is still currently happening, and now we have left that area.
Well,
I'm not worried about safety.
We're still in the same area. If you go out the door, we're still here. This is just.
I mean,
Some of you were
worst to worst.
hit. I was not. But some of you were hit. Go ahead, bandage yourselves. Do what you need to do, and let's make a better action of. A plan.
Better course of action, you mean?
Yeah.
And if we do decide to not take a rest, then at the very least, this is a good place to have a private conversation.
Correct.
Okay. Well, we did learn some things.
Your staff worked well.
It did. That was good. I was impressed. I didn't think it would work as well as it did.
It bonks things really hard.
Yes, that part I knew.
Fingers crossed. Very profound smoke.
He didn't get to see any of the spell shit because his back was turned. He only saw him bonk it.
Correct. But do we want to try when it is go time? Are we going to try to teleport in and then bubble, or bubble and then teleport right into the center of it?
I can do the stab in the ground thing.
I would say bubble first and then teleport. That way, once we're there, we're not relying on that fraction of a moment to become bubbled.
Correct.
Whoa,
And then
whoa. We're
bubble.
turning into bubbles?
No, the same thing I did where you kind of had that like healing aura bubble around you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Smoke, where are we on the map?
Right here.
Are you sure? And Zolan accidentally spills some tea on the map and makes it like completely ruined.
Silvery barbs.
No. This is to distract Smoke.
Yeah, but you're distracting Smoke by damaging like a very prized thing.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go steal food from Mom.
Memorized it.
He did memorize
Do you know?
it. He squeals like a tiny girl.
You see, even like Lorelai kind of looks at the map and looks.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at.
She looks at
Anything, just stares like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, Smokes just stares daggers at Zolan,
Oh no!
and we'll be getting Zolan back later.
You're just
Do you begin making a new one?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna try to fix the one he's got.
Oh.
This is a Beisha melted my snowball moment.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, one of the wolves comes over with a satchel on its back, and it has all of the supplies that you need to fix the map.
Thank you, little wolf man.
So are we planning another venture in immediately?
I don't know. Do you think that would be wise? I mean, how is everyone on their abilities?
Ability-wise, I suspect we're not altogether spent. However, whatever that entity was that launched us back here, that's what's concerning me. Making another attempt now, is that wise to catch off guard, or do we wait for a more opportune moment?
Would there be a more opportune moment? Do you think it's... I just don't really know what's in there. We don't know what it is. If it's strong enough to force push us out, but not be seen.
I have a question. Did anyone make an Arcana check when we got thrown to see what threw us? Like if it was a spell, or if it was like we hit a barrier?
I don't think anyone did.
I don't think so.
I don't think you had a chance to, because it basically was like, boom, push on your ass, end session. So I don't think you had a chance to.
Can I go ahead and make that check then?
Yeah, I'll say whatever you get -2, because it was a while ago.
Yeah, it's a retroactive check. So
Yeah,
makes sense.
and it's not serious enough, like, for you to have full disadvantage. So just whatever you get -2.
Okay. Let's call that then a 22.
Okay. So with your Arcana check, you know what it feels like to hit a barrier, and that didn't happen. It didn't feel like you pushed through something and then were thrown back. It felt like you were walking, and all of a sudden you heard the voice and then were thrown.
Okay. So something did that. It wasn't just a natural effect.
Which means
Entity's power alone.
Yeah. Which means that we could possibly get past that if we go undetected or set fire to the forest and it's looking over there, and then we sneak around the back. Now we're not actually setting fire to the forest, but
Right. There's a forest close enough for that.
Adrenaline,
Yeah.
do you have comprehend languages or tongues or anything?
I do.
All right. Zolan is going to be doing that thing that a lot of thieves do where they flip the coin between their fingers, and they're going to give you that look that means that they're ready to ask a question and want you to cast that so that you can understand if they can't.
Okay. Can do. I will go ahead and pop off those. Use the ether appropriate to pop off those spells.
You got it.
do we have a question that we're asking before you do this?
Zolan has a question. It's an important one. But they're not going to use both of them.
Delivery or DiGiorno? DiGiorno.
We're gonna. Zolan's just gonna try to figure out what we're up against.
Gotcha.
Zolan is gonna flip the coin up into the air, and it's gonna turn into smoke, and kind of take an ethereal effect of the soul, whatever the soul looks like.
Okay. So it just looks like a creature with large pincers, huge claws, and then that big stinger in the back. But it just stands there, kind of like you can't see its eyes, but it's staring roughly in your direction.
Does the corpse regard you lifelessly?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who is your master?
Daneros.
You say Daneros?
It said Daneros.
Do we recognize this name?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the thing with the dragons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, that's the one question. So he did not answer that how I wanted him to. We might be facing Daneros. We might be facing someone who's serving Daneros.
Either or bad.
Do I need to do my thing? He's just holding up his sword.
I have one more, but if you would like to be my guest.
I'm just asking. I have 6 total.
Then we have 7 total questions.
12. Because I got 2 souls. I got 12.
Real quick clarification question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just for sake of my notes, the origin of that village, that was the origin of the bleed effect?
Yes.
Is it Glenmore or Glenmorn?
Glenmore.
More. Okay.
Moore.
Okay. Got it.
I don't want Glenn to have more. I want to have more.
You go again, Coco.
Okay. Approximately, I have a question, not for one of the souls. Approximately how far is Glenmore from where we stand?
Roughly about 6 hours walk. As Corin kind of comes out from behind everyone else.
I suspect we could probably cut that down farther with at least some short-range teleportation. So we could get to the center of this quickly, and speed may give us an element of surprise. Or maybe not.
I will say, I don't know about the rest of you. I can keep going, but I'm about halfway through my abilities for teleportation and other uses.
And we would need at least one to get in and one to get out, right?
I can do it, but it might limit some of the things that I can do, such as that speed I gave you earlier.
Yes, that was great. Coming out of it, not so great, but during was great.
I can stab stuff.
You did it very well.
Looking through my spells.
So the question is to rest or not to rest.
I don't think resting is a good idea.
I
By the time we are fully rested and completed, we could be overtaken by the bleed.
Very true.
I say we make another attempt inward.
I agree.
How about, does anyone gain, trying to think of a way to word this without being meta as fuck. Would there be any benefit to resting for a small while and then going?
I could rejuvenate some ether, but that's about it.
Okay.
I ain't got diddly.
So, all right then. I guess we head out.
Oh wait, Smoke, what about you? Would you like a short
Nap.
respite?
I can do a short rest, but I can keep going.
Would you be more? Would it be more prudent for you to have a small rest?
If anybody else needs to take a break, that's fine. I'll do what I need to. But if not, I can keep going. I will not.
What about you,
hold
Lost? How are you holding up?
Well, most of our party wasn't harmed in any way, except for me and Corin for a little bit, but he looks fine now. Whatever you did with your sword was it's a weird sensation to feel that, kind of like you took a small nap in the middle of a fight. That was quite interesting.
Are we actually taking the short rest?
I think you would probably benefit from it. Lorelai could heal all the way back up, and Smoke would get some of their monk shit back.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to request a derpy wolf and go sit under a tree and pop my spell book out and then start just kind of chilling for a little bit.
Okay. Adrenaline, roll a D100 for me.
Done. D100. Survey says 31.
Hear anything on the other end anymore.
One more time?
So like you feel the vibration from your sending stone to Leah, and by the time you pull it out, you can't hear her speaking anymore.
I'm wondering if I dodged a bullet or if I jumped in front of one.
Guess you'll find out later.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to start reading more nervously now.
Okay, so as you guys go in for your short rest, trying to think of what the next hours may hold, that is where we will go ahead and call the session.
Okay. Okay, that's back to normal.
I know the stream is still going. I don't know how to turn it off.
Do I get anything at a short rest?
I could have sworn. Oh no, because that would have to be subclass resources, and I don't know what that is for you guys.
Yeah, I don't. Montavious might get back like some of your psionic dies if you used any, but I don't know that for sure.
Oh, I can change my proficiency.
I only used one, so I'm good still.
Okay. But if you're already taking the short rest, you might have changed it.
Yeah, I gotta check and see if I get them. I'm not 100% sure on this subclass yet.
Yeah. I did end the session, just so you're aware. I know you were away from your computer for a second there, Bree.
I don't know if they're back.
Oh, I saw the sound light up on their face, so I thought they might be.
Should I change insight to nature for now?
That's up to you.
That might help, considering basically it's just the destruction of a big ass forest.
Does anyone here have a great nature or insight?
Ellen has good nature.
I do have good nature.
I have a 3 to insight and a 4 to nature. Now that we're done playing D&D, I'm gonna play video games.
Video game D&D.
Hey, Smoke.